Welcome back. You're watching CHA Today. I'm your host, Jennifer Gallman. The Housing Authority currently provides housing for over 9,000 children in the Charlotte community. Providing resources for these children, the next generation of leaders in our community, is so very important. The TaDa organization has partnered with the Authority to help make this happen. Here to tell us more is Rebecca Rhodes and Arlene Smith of the TaDa organization. Arlene, Rebecca, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having us.
Now, you both are currently involved in helping families at Victoria Square and Claremont, specifically the youth. With this program, Talents Are Discovered. Tell us a little bit about it. Becca?
Talents Are Discovered awareness was started to help people, children in this particular instance, to recognize that within them are all the talents they need to be successful in their life. They just need to be developed. And that includes their talents of math, English, reading, writing, and learning about what other things they can do as they grow older in their life. And so we've started a coaching program. We call them talent coaches, which includes looking at their own talents, learning 7 principles for success, and also receiving some very needed tutoring in specific areas of school.
Now, Arlene, you are the coordinator of this program.
Yes.
Can you tell us a little bit about some of those principles that Rebecca was referring to?
Well, we think the first 2 are probably the most important when they first walk in. The first one is we believe that everyone wants to win. It doesn't matter how old, how young, backgrounds, it doesn't matter. Everyone wants to win. And the second one is belief starts it. And what that means is if the child or adult is coming into our program, they might not have the confidence or the understanding it takes to succeed in what they're lacking at the time. And so the coach may have to believe for them until they can get them to believe in themselves. And so the rest of those principles kind of support those first 2 principles.
Now, what I like best about this program is the positive aspect. You could have just put a traditional tutoring program together, but you didn't do that. And when you talk about math and science, you're talking about talents. Can you explain, Rebecca, a little bit why that is done and the importance of this program rather than any traditional tutoring program?
Well, it still has some of the aspects of the traditional tutoring, but what we're doing is getting them to look at math as not something that you learn in school and forget when you walk out, but it's something that applies in anything you want to do in life. I'm a musician. I play the piano. Math is extremely important in being an accomplished pianist. If I hadn't seen the correlation between that early on, I may not have been as good as I can be as a pianist. And that's what we're looking at. We're looking at them to say, do you want to play basketball? Do you want to be on TV? What is it you want to do? Well, how does math, how does reading, how does arithmetic or any of the subjects, science, learning about our country, how does that apply to what I want to do in life? And it's putting those 2 together and making them feel good that they can do. And that's the secret.
So you've come into a partnership with the Housing Authority and you're implementing this program at Victoria Square and Claremont. Arlene, tell us a little bit about how you started the program in the community. What did you do to get the youth and families engaged?
Well, we really did our best to reach out to the entire communities, both sides, and we sent out invitations letting them know that it was a scholarship program offering free tutoring to their child or children, and letting them know that we would be available to meet with them, and we gave them a date to come in and hear what TaDa was all about, and for us to get a chance to go through the entire 7 principles with the parents. And we just kind of did a meet and greet, and it really worked. The parents got a chance to come in and actually hear all of the principles and how they would be applied in helping their children to find their talents. And it's been great. And we're going to be hopefully doing a block party in the next month or so to kind of, thank the parents and invite others who haven't had a chance to participate to come in and hear more about us and sign up.
Now, is there a time frame for the program? Is it continual through the school year? How does it work?
That's a good question. Well, initially we try to do at least 8 weeks, 8 to 12 weeks, but it will be up to the coach to determine how long a student will actually be with him or her. Because it is a very personal involvement that the coaches have with the students. And so we want to make sure that we give the students enough time to develop those talents and to be very proficient when they leave us.
Well, that's very important, the relationship between the coach and the student. I know even throughout the school years, way back as it was for me, that the teacher can often make the difference in how well you're able to comprehend and learn the subject and really absorb it. So that's great that there are great personal relationships being developed. The Housing Authority and yourselves are very much about outcomes. What are some of the outcomes that you're looking for or you're going to measure for this program? Can you answer that for us, Rebecca?
I can, some of them. We're going to measure, first of all, of course, an increase in their grades. We're looking and really believe that over the next couple of grading periods, they should be able to see an increase in their grades. And we believe it's going to be 2 grades. We're already beginning to see them moving up
great.
1. And we've only been doing it
Since January.
Yeah, January, at the end of January. So we're excited about that. Another thing we're looking at is their behavior. We believe that because they're believing in themselves, because they see themselves as being successful, that there's going to be an adjustment in their behavior and how they're dealing with their environment. We also are seeing great results already in self-esteem. Just the fact that they see that they can do something, that they can have fun doing it, and they can be successful, that it builds their self-esteem and makes them feel good. And we also believe that it's going to help them learn to set goals for their life. That they're going to be looking outward and saying, I can do those things. What do I want to do and what do I need to do? We're even beginning to explore some summer programs that will look at some ideas of how do we get them to think beyond just school in using their talents.
Now, Arlene, specifically at these communities, what are some of the things that you've seen, some of the results maybe that you anticipate getting from the work that's already done? Any good stories for us about some of the things going on?
Well, we have very good families that have participated. A lot of the parents walk their children over to the sites because, again, we're on site, so they can come over and sit in if they want to. We've had a few of the parents to do that. Specifically, we had one young boy that has improved in his reading tremendously, and his parents actually told us that they've never seen him pick up a book so often as they see him now doing, and he has built confidence in his ability to at least try to read the books that the teachers have placed in front of him, which that makes us feel great because we know that his confidence is building and his skill set is building as a reader, and the parents are very proud and they want us to even help him even further.
Well, that is great. Now, right now you're specifically focusing on children, but it seems like this type of program could be beneficial for others. Is there any chance that in the future that you might be doing something with other age groups?
Can I talk on that?
Sure.
We're kind of exploring an adult version that would look at talent coaching for adults, that would give them the opportunity to find their own talents, and then how do I match that talent to possibilities of careers, jobs.
I think that's a great idea. It'd be very beneficial. We're running a little short on time, but I just wanted to find out, now I know that you're doing this work for the agency and this is in kind. Are you a private company, nonprofit? How does your organization work?
We are actually a 501c3, and we operate off of private donations, some grant funding that we're working on. So it is just literally privately people looking at what we're doing and saying, I want to be a part of that. We believe that's what the community does, when we can support each other and help it grow. And it's all going towards the children.
That is absolutely great. I want to thank you both for coming on the show today. Quips Cafe, new on South Boulevard, wants to give you both a lunch on them for all the great work you're doing in the community. They wanted to just let you know they appreciate what you're doing. I appreciate what you're doing, and so does the Housing Authority. More than words can say.
Thank you.
Unfortunately, we've run out of time. For more information about this very important organization, TaDa, you can visit their website, talentsarediscovered.com. If you have any questions about today's show or suggestions for future shows, please email us at chatoday@cha-nc.org. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time.